10 things we use every day but don't know their meaning. You probably never paid much attention to this stuff, but some of these things have pretty crazy meanings. From everyday objects to signs and symbols, there are many things that we see every day that we don't really think about. In fact, we use these things so often that we don't even realize what they mean or where they came from. Well, here are 10 things we use every day but don't know their meaning. Number 1, scissors. Scissors are one of the most common tools in our daily lives. They allow us to cut paper, fabric, and other materials with ease. However, have you ever wondered why the blades of scissors are curved? It turns out that this design has a deep meaning. The curved shape of the blades represents the phases of the moon. The two blades represent the two halves of the moon, which appear to be connected but are actually separate. The handle represents the sun, and the entire tool symbolizes the connection between the sun and the moon. In ancient times, scissors were seen as a symbol of fertility and were often used in religious ceremonies to cut hair or crops. Today, they are still seen as a symbol of change and transformation. For example, cutting off your hair with scissors can be seen as a way to cut off the past and start fresh. Scissors can also be used to cut the umbilical cord at birth, symbolizing the separation of the baby from the mother and its entry into the world. Overall, the curved blades of scissors are a reminder of the cyclical nature of life and the importance of embracing change. Number 2, forks. Forks are an essential part of our dining experience, allowing us to pick up food and bring it to our mouths more efficiently. However, did you know that the design of forks also has a secret meaning? The tines of a fork are often seen as a symbol of the devil's pitchfork. This is because the early Christian church saw forks as a symbol of sin and temptation, since they allowed people to eat more quickly and easily, leading to overindulgence. As a result, the church tried to ban the use of forks, but they remained popular among the wealthy elite. In addition, the number of tines on a fork can also have a special meaning. For example, a 3-tine fork can symbolize the Holy Trinity of Christianity, while a 4-tine fork can represent the 4 elements of earth, air, fire, and water. Overall, the design of forks has both practical and symbolic uses, and understanding their hidden meanings can add a deeper level of appreciation to our dining experiences. Number 3, bells. Bells are a common feature of many religious buildings, where they are used to call worshippers to prayer or other religious services. However, have you ever wondered why bells are used for this purpose? The use of bells in religion dates back thousands of years. The sound of bells was believed to have the power to drive out evil spirits and demons, making them ideal for use in religious settings. In addition, the shape of a bell is also significant. The wide base represents the body of a deity, while the narrow neck represents its voice. When the bell is rung, it is said to amplify the voice of the divine, carrying messages to the heavens. Some bells are also decorated with religious symbols, such as crosses or stars of David, further emphasizing their spiritual significance. 4. The Red Cross. The Red Cross is one of the most recognizable symbols in the world. It is associated with compassion, empathy, and humanitarian aid. However, have you ever wondered why the Red Cross has this particular design? The Red Cross was originally designed as a symbol of neutrality and protection during wartime. In 1863, the Geneva Convention established the Red Cross as a distinctive emblem for medical services and personnel. The red color was chosen to represent courage, compassion, and courage, while the cross symbolized the humanitarian and religious values of the organization. Since then, the Red Cross has become a symbol of hope and relief for people around the world. Its mission is to provide essential aid to those who are suffering or in need, regardless of their race, religion, or political beliefs. The Red Cross remains an iconic symbol of humanity's capacity for kindness and generosity in the face of adversity. Number 5, graduation caps and gowns. Graduation caps and gowns are traditional academic garments worn by students during graduation ceremonies. They serve as a symbol of the student's achievement and the institution they represent. However, have you ever wondered why graduation caps are shaped like that? The shape of the graduation cap, known as a mortarboard, has a rich history dating back to the 14th century. Originally, these hats were square, but over time they evolved into a five-sided shape with a flat top. The square shape represented the four classical elements of earth, air, fire, and water, while the fifth side symbolized the divine element, reason. The flat top of the mortarboard served as a writing surface for the newly graduated scholars, allowing them to take notes during their studies. Over time, the design of the mortarboard became standardized, and the square top was replaced by a rounded one, giving it the shape we know today. The traditional black color of the graduation cap symbolizes the solemnity and importance of the event. The mortarboard remains an enduring symbol of academic achievement and the transition from student to graduate. Number 6, candles. Candles are a common household item that we use for lighting and ambience. However, did you know that they also have a secret meaning? The simple act of lighting a candle is a symbolic representation of hope. When we use candles, we are harnessing the power of fire to banish darkness and illuminate our surroundings. This has been a powerful metaphor for overcoming adversity and finding light in darkness throughout human history. Different colors of candles also have different meanings. For example, white candles are often used to represent purity, peace, and unity. Black candles are used to represent power, mystery, and the unknown. Green candles are used to represent nature, growth, and prosperity. Yellow candles are used to represent wealth, success, and happiness. Red candles are used to represent love, passion, and courage. Understanding the secret meanings of candles can add a new level of depth and symbolism to our everyday lives. Whether we are using them for practical purposes or simply for decoration, candles are a powerful reminder of the hidden meanings that can be found in the everyday objects around us. Number 7, hourglass. The hourglass has long been a symbol of the passage of time. Its symmetrical shape and the steady flow of sand from one bulb to the next create a mesmerizing display that reminds us of the fleeting nature of time. In ancient Egypt, hourglasses were used to track the hours of the day, while in Europe during the Middle Ages, they were used in scientific instruments such as clocks and telescopes. Today, hourglasses are primarily decorative or symbolic objects, but they continue to remind us of the preciousness of time. The hourglass shape also has a deeper meaning. The two bulbs represent the two halves of life, and the flow of sand symbolizes the passage from birth to death. The symmetrical shape of the hourglass also represents balance and harmony, reminding us to strive for equilibrium in our lives. Number 8, the eye. The eye is a powerful symbol that appears in many cultures and religions. In Christianity, the all-seeing eye of God is a reminder of divine providence and the belief that God is watching over his people. In Islam, the eye is associated with the concept of sight and vision, representing the ability to see the truth. In Hinduism, the third eye represents intuition and enlightenment. In Buddhism, the eye is associated with the concept of mindfulness and being present in the moment. The eye is also a common motif in tattoos, where it can symbolize protection, insight, or the ability to see through deception. Number 9, anchors. Anchors are a crucial part of any ship or boat, providing stability and keeping it in place. But they also hold a secret meaning that has fascinated people for centuries. In ancient Rome, anchors were used as symbols of power and authority, often displayed on coins and other artifacts. During the Middle Ages, anchors were seen as a symbol of hope and salvation, appearing frequently in Christian art. The anchor's ability to hold a ship steady in the face of rough waters was seen as a metaphor for the Christian faith. Today, anchors remain a popular symbol in tattoos, jewelry, and other forms of body art, representing strength, stability, and hope. Some believe that the anchor's shape, resembling the letter A, symbolizes Alpha and Omega, representing the beginning and end of life. Others see the anchor's connection to the sea as a reminder of the vastness of the universe and our place within it. Whether used as a navigational tool or a symbol of faith and strength, the anchor's meaning has evolved and endured throughout history. 10. The dove. The dove is a common bird that is found throughout the world. It is often kept as a pet and is also featured in many works of art. But did you know that the dove has a secret meaning? In many cultures, the dove is a symbol of peace and love. This is because doves are often seen as gentle and peaceful creatures that live in harmony with each other. Doves are also known for their ability to find their way home, which has made them a symbol of hope and guidance. In ancient Greece, the olive dove was a symbol of wisdom and intelligence. In Christianity, the dove represents the Holy Spirit and is often depicted as a symbol of the Trinity. The dove's ability to symbolize both peace and spirituality has made it a popular choice for tattoos, jewelry, and other forms of body art. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, a video suggestion down below, and subscribe to support our creation of more psychology videos.